Hello everyone, I am Crawlers and here's a couple of details you may have already seen about the Criminal Activity DLC for Hardline. Um, Battlefield Bulletin has put out a few screen grabs of Criminal Activity content, but before I get into that, the gameplay you're seeing in the background is Hotwire obviously run ahead in Hardline, but it's actually in a single life, the whole thing, after I rage quitted a few servers yesterday, and this was a nearly flawless, 11 kill game if some schmuck hadn't killed me in the end with a well-placed incendiary device. Good thing I was already taking shots from someone else by then, I guess. Rest assured I am going to find him. The search has already begun. So, here's what, I guess, back to the topic at hand. So, the Criminal Activity DLC is obviously the first of 4 DLCs planned for Hardline, and, my opinion by now, this is all terribly underwhelming. Nevertheless, we got a peek at the 4 new maps and 3 new guns for Criminal Activity. Actually, only one of the 3 guns. Yes, unlike any other Battlefield game, where we got 4 or even 5 guns per DLC, here we only get 3. You can see, why all of this is just a worse value across the board than other premium DLCs. Having said that, I am a little excited that they're gonna confirm that, they have confirmed rather, that one of the guns is a blurry cropped out screenshot was the Tommy gun. Yes, that Tommy gun, the symbol of the, 20s gangsta and even Second World War. And hell, it even made it into some other wars, I suppose, after the second one, but whatever you know about it, it's still enough to know that it has buckets of character and old-timey style. I mean, picture a disassembled Tommy gun being kept in a violin case. Isn't that about the classiest way to go about killing someone? Taking a gun out of a violin case and just, trying to assemble it for a good 20 minutes. Damn, I hope they bring that into Hardline, the assembly part. Well, having said that, Visceral better not muck this up, as whatever, the real Tommy gun is, it will be entirely different in the game, obviously, and I'm picturing it as a direct competitor to the M45 with, plenty of starting damage, as it is a 45 ACP after all, but a relatively low rate of fire to balance that out, probably a lot lower than in real life. It would also, it was my hope that Visceral would create a themed battle, expansion pack for 20s or 30s, with the gangster with vintage cars you could shoot out of and kind of stand on the footrails of while your body does the driving, but I suppose there is no way that this could actually happen, even though, I for one would pay more than $5 or whatever, $15 than for just one DLC, I'd pay more for a themed expansion pack, rather than the nonsensical DLCs. And speaking of, here are the maps. Backwoods seems to be the only map that really interests me out of all the 4. It's a wilderness type deal with forest cutting operations on it, and hopefully this map won't feature the terrible collision models that Everglades has, and we all know that map is notorious for them. Black Friday seems to be a map type situation in a mall, which is, quite a bit of close quarter fighting going on here, obviously, and an escalator going topside. And I tell you what, I actually wanted to see a multi-map, but This one kind of stinks of Titanfall's corporate for some reason to me. That entrance, I suppose, is just reminding me of that map. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but that's just something I was reminded of when I first saw it. Code Blue is just what the hell is Code Blue? Well, it's a nightclub type map, and again, it just screams of CQB. But the one interesting thing it has going for it is that it's a night map, so, you know, interesting to see how this works out. The Beat is another night map, but to me, it's just a night version of the block. And I'm completely sick of the block. Literally 2 of the 5 populated servers in the US are the block, you know, clusterfucks, and I can't take it anymore. It's a shitty map, and it's basically a Metro 64 player TDM, and it's just not making, with hardlines, you know, low time to kill, it's just not making any sense. They also showed us the car that one of the 2 or was it 3 cars that they are adding to the game, an Impala with a chain steering wheel, real gangsta, except, you know, this isn't GTA 5, and this isn't what I expect of an FPS game. You know, kind of bullshit content, pardon my French. You know, neon purple, zebra camos, extra songs for the radio. Why the hell am I paying for licensing that crap? I mean, less maps and less guns per DLC, but more songs on the radio, and fewer DLCs for the same amount of money after all, you know, that crap. And even though with all this planned, they had the balls to sell 3 extra guns for 10 extra bucks when the game dropped. No, I'm sorry, but this is the definition of being shafted. Oh, and the CTE, by the way, that Hardline is so keen on releasing, which, at least in my opinion, no one seems to want to come to when it's built. Well, not unexpectedly, they are looking to release the CTE access to non-premium players, as I think they realize that it will be pretty much only inhabited by a single tumbleweed if, you know, it was open to premium players only. Hell, I'm not sure anyone would care enough for it even when it's non-premium. I mean, who the hell would want to care enough to give feedback to fix a game that no one seems to be playing on PC? So, thanks for watching. Leave me some comments below, tell me what you think, and please rate and share this video, it helps my channel grow. Check out my other videos at the end of this one, and remember, in Soviet Russia, YouTube subscribed you.